Okay. How about? Okay. Cool. You good? All right. Here we go. Technical difficulties. Um, so I woke up one day when I was 9 years old, and I was walking to school, and as I did every other day with my friends, and all of a sudden I see all these soldiers running down the street, grabbing people, and they grabbed this guy and they just attacked him. And he split his skull wide open right in front of me. I'd never seen violence like that, being 9 years old. And I remember running home crying to my mom. It was the overthrow of the Greek government by a military junta. And my mom was flipping out because having grown up in a Second World War, being a little girl, she remembered what had happened. And, uh, and I remember a lot of commotion, and my father coming running over and talking, and long distance phone call to my uncle in the United States. Um, and 8 months later, we're on a ship on the way to America, Greek immigrants. And that was the beginning, man. I mean, I came to America, and it was just an amazing place. And I was overwhelmed by American culture. It was so cool, you know. It was Batman on TV, and Lost in Space, and Johnny Quest, and Spider-Man, and the Monkees were playing, and music was great. And I was the odd kid, right? Because I didn't know how to speak any English. But I quickly discovered that I could draw my way out of trouble, so I didn't get picked on in school. You know, I was like, oh, that's that crazy Greek kid who draws really well, and that's how I got away with everything. And as I, 13, 14 years old, then my parents sent me back to Europe. I went to school there for 2 years. Again, just as I made friends, I was rerouted, and then I'm back. I'm the odd guy out again, and then back to the United States, and it sort of left me very isolated. My escapism was rock and roll. Was listening to music and drawing. And I remember when I was 14, putting on a vinyl album, like we all did in those days, some of us. And we put on headphones, and I would listen to the music and look at the album cover art and daydream. And I wanted to be there. I wanted to be like those people. And like every other Greek, I had to work at my uncle's restaurant. And I remember I was 15, 16 years old. One day, there was a huge thriving club scene in Connecticut, in New Haven, at Yale University. There was a lot of rock bands playing, and the guy down the street who ran the local rock club ran out of ice, and I was doing the late shift. And he came in, it was about 1 in the morning, and asked to borrow ice, and said, yeah, sure, man. And he said, hey, your uncle says you're a really good artist. I got a band playing next week. You want to draw a poster for them? And I thought, oh, that would be great. And he said, oh yeah, listen, I'll pay you for it. It ain't gonna be free, man. I said, okay. And I drew the stuff. I was so excited, and I brought it the following week, and he looked at it, he's like, wow, this is great. You wanna do some more? I was like, yeah. And it was, it was like 20 bucks I got. But to me, it was like, killer beer money. It was like all the money in the world, man? And then by that summer, I was 17, 18 years old, and everybody knew this crazy Greek kid in New Haven who did all these rock and roll logos and graphics. And I started meeting people in bands, and I was just showing my stuff to everybody. And it was like, I know a guy who knows a guy who has an uncle, who has a cousin, who has a sister, who knows the roadie for Black Sabbath. Oh, okay, all right, And I would show my work to them, and it just built from there. And I met the guy who worked with Yes. He was their producer, and he gave me my first job. And I did my first MTV video, and I was only 19, 20 years old. I was going to college, and I was working the weekends still at my uncle's restaurant. And during the week, I would go to school, and I'd be down to CBS Records bringing my stuff. And I remember getting the call from Den Beck, the product manager at CBS, and it's like, hey, this weekend, I need you here. Why? Well, you're going to be doing a video for MTV. And I'm like, what? I'm working in my uncle's restaurant. What are you talking about? What uncle's restaurant? And I'm down there, and I'm calling my parents. They had to drive me to New York. I didn't even have a car. I'm like, oh, I'm not coming home tonight. Why? Well, they put me on a plane. I'm going to Detroit. I'm shooting a video for a rock band. Like, what? You know? And it just went like that. And it was just wild. And it was just one band after another. They just started picking on my work and asking me and working with me. And I saw that was the good side of it. I saw the dark side of it and the unders going back. Of course, there were the girls and the parties and rock and roll and the drugs and all that. I kind of stayed a little bit away from that. But I remember working with the manager of Aerosmith, and they're playing, and we're going backstage, and we're going through the corridor, heading, and it's complete bedlam backstage. I mean, it's like, it's like Caligula back there. There's like orgies going on and everything. And there's a guy sprawled out on the floor, completely wiped out, a bottle of Jack Daniels, all drunk and everything. And Aerosmith's manager goes to me, Johannes, man, careful, don't step on that guy. And I go, oh, okay, yeah. I said, oh, must be union rules, huh? He goes, no, that's the guitar player of Kiss. Oh, that's Space Ace? Yeah, that's Ace Frehley? I never seen him without any makeup on, so I didn't recognize him. I'm like, oh man, I hope he wasn't wiped out. I'd love to say hi to him, tell him how cool he is, And it was just bedlam, man, and it just went on. And I just, in a few years, I started my own agency. I started working with a lot of them, different bands. I did different genres too. I did the jam bands. I did Lynyrd Skynyrd, Deep Purple, the Allman Brothers, Johnny Winter, Slaughter, Dokken, King Crimson, Uriah Heep, Styx. I don't want to bore you guys to death. A ton of stuff. But the experience each time was the same. It was always about sitting down with these guys and talking to them, and it was the way I dreamed it would be. Greg Allman or Roger Glover, Deep Purple would be, come here, man. Listen to this piece of music. And he'd play me something like, what does that make you think of? And I would sketch an idea, and he'd be like, wow, that's really cool. That's really great, and my music makes you think of that. And that's how the art would arrive. That's how we did it. I know what I'm exhibiting this time, and I've known Paul for quite a long time, who's playing tonight, is my work primarily for the jam bands, because it would fit this type of audience. So I do have an interesting story for a few minutes, if you indulge me, about how the whole thing with the Allman Brothers happened. And it was quite a funny coincidence. I got a call from their merchandiser who told me that they had regrouped, which I didn't know. This was 1993, and they were going to go on tour, the Horde Tour. And it was the original lineup: Dickie Betts, Greg Allman, Butch Trucks, J-Mo, Warren, Haynes. And this was before Derek had joined the band. And, they said, they need some merchandising design. So I packed some artwork together, some ideas. And then I brought a painting with me, one of my paintings, just to kind of show the manager what my art looked like, as just an afterthought. I arrived to sit down, I show the art to Bert Holman, their manager. And, I realized quickly, because I've done enough of these now, that I wasn't connecting. But he kept looking over my shoulder, and I kept thinking he was avoiding me, but he kept looking at the painting I had done. And he goes to me, forget all the merchandising stuff. Can you do a record cover? I'm like, why? He said, they're recording a new album. I'm like, really? Wow. I said, what's the title? He goes, well, I have no title right now. We're thinking Greetings from Jupiter, because they're recording in Jupiter, Florida, but we're not really sure. And that was the album Where It All Begins. I said, all right, man. He goes, how much time I got? He goes, 3 days. I said, okay, I'll come back with, he goes, come back with an idea. He goes, well, hold on, let me show you something. He shows me a drawing of Dickie Betts had drawn. It was a bunch of naked women dancing around a mushroom. He goes, what do you think of that? I said, I don't know how this is gonna go over, naked women over a mushroom, man. He goes, well, just do some with a freaking mushroom, man. Just here. I'm like, all right. So I run back home. My daughter now had been born. She was only about a year old, and she's sitting there, she's playing with the paints and everything. I've got video of her doing that. So I figured these guys are not going to understand sketches or concepts. So I do this little painting that's about maybe 5 by 5 inches, about this big. And I figured they can get an idea what it looks like. And so I grab it, I call Bert back in the car, drive back to Massachusetts, because his office is right here in Boston. So Bert comes in, looks at it, he's like, oh, this looks fantastic. This is great. Wait, let me call the band. I'm going to show this to Dickie. So he calls Dickie and everything. He goes, go back to your house, and I'll call you later with information. I'm like, okay. A couple of days go by, Bert calls. He goes, they all loved it. This is perfect. Okay, so you're going to bring it to the record label tomorrow, right? I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, the album. He goes, Bert. He goes, you did the cover. I said, Bert, that's a sketch I gave you. That's not the actual freaking painting. It's 5 by 5 inches. He goes, it's not? No. He goes, oh, shit. Now I'm going to get them to freaking do this all over again. Oh, man. He goes, how soon is it going to take you to paint a painting? I said, at least a week. You got 3 days. Again, I was like, oh. I said, no. He goes, here's what you're going to do. You're going to make the painting. You're going to get in your car. You're going to come up here. I got them rehearsing at a warehouse. We're going to show it to them to get the approvals, to get this thing out of here, okay? And let's hope they don't understand the switch and they like it. I'm like, okay. So, I'm nervous as hell, right? So I finish the artwork. I set it up, right? Get in the car, drive up to Boston. It's this old warehouse. I walk in. There's Greg on the Hammond organ. There's the band. It's American legends, So I'm sitting there about maybe 3-4 feet away, and they're going through one of their numbers. Dickie looked like he hadn't slept in like 6 days. They were just, but they sounded amazing. So Bert comes over to me, whispers, he goes, listen, I'm going to go in the next room. You're going to pop the painting up on the wall. Sit there and don't say a freaking word. I'm going to bring one at a time so they could approve it. Don't say anything, because if one guy likes it, the other guy automatically won't. Because never agree on anything. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm sitting there all nervous, and he starts bringing them in one by one, right? I brought in Butch Trucks. Greg, what do you think of this? It looks freaking great, man. I love it. All right, good. Next, the last guy was Dickie. And, it was Dickie's idea. So I was more nervous than anything about him. So Dickie looks at it, he's like, this says to me where it all begins. And that's the first time I heard the title of the album. I had no idea what it was called. So Bert goes, as this is going on though, Bert leans over and whispers to me, listen, I am really happy they love this. I just want to tell you that this thing that you brought looks nothing at all like the comp you had given me a week ago, but they're too high to notice. So it's okay. It's okay by me, man. I was like, oh, all right. He goes, so listen, next week they're up in Poughkeepsie, New York, the first gig on the Horde Tour. Get all the stuff ready, drive up there, and we'll take it from there. I'm like, all right, and that started a 20-year relationship with the Allman Brothers, doing work for them. Probably the best moment of my life, or one of the best moments of my life, was they would do the Beacon Theater shows, and they called me up and they told me to come and be there to see the show. So they brought me up on the stage. On the side of the stage, they have all the special friends to hang out right on the stage, right behind the monitors. And I'm just sitting there with my jacket and kind of leaning up against the stage. I'm about maybe 4 or 5 feet away from Butch Trucks. And they go into the opening set. It's a sellout night at the Beacon. They would do the Beacon run. And my painting gets projected, animated behind them. And there's just this massive roar from the audience. And I felt like I did when I was 13 years old again, the dream was complete. And Kirk West, their road manager, came up to me, put his arm around me and said, welcome to the family, son. And I gotta tell you, man, I teared up, it was just, it was such a stupid idea, just this freaking Greek kid. I didn't know anybody or nothing, and now here I am, and this is what I'm doing. So, I guess that's the one thing that's just the best thing about it is just the memories, the people that I've met and the interaction. I'm still doing projects today. Um, so I'll leave you with this. Paul I've known for quite a while, so he asked me to do this, and I told him that would be cool. Um, about a year ago, um, a good friend of mine, Martin Kennedy, he's a famous musician in a rock band in Australia. His music sounds like a cross between Pink Floyd and electronic music. It, he said to me, "Listen, I took your paintings and I animated them, and I wrote music based on your art." And he did this film, and he sent it to me, and I was just blown away because it's always the other way around. I listen to music and I do art. This is the first time somebody said to me they're writing music based on my art. So here it is, and thank you. Please play it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the album cover artwork of Johannes. Don't forget to take a look in our art gallery on the right side of the stage where Johannes' artwork is being displayed, and talk to him and meet him. Paul Nelson will be out shortly.
Hey, 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 hey. Check 1, 2. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. everything else kicks in, I'm probably gonna want it. So never mind. You should be able to match it with my vocals. They should be around the same level. Oh, okay. All right, I need more. Yeah. I can't hear it now. Hey, 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 hey. Going to bring my vocal up where around the same level. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, that's good. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, hey, 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 hey. Yeah, just take it up to 5. I've got a potentiometer, so I'll turn it down if I need to. Trust me. And on the part, go back to high mids, make it like a shelf. The higher the high mid, take about 10 dB out more. Take all the way down to like 2. Never mind. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Actually, no. I think we'll be all right. Thank you, brother. Hey, hey, Oh. No, this is vocal. Hey, hey. That's cool. Let's just find those frequencies. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Yeah, bring 4 down. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. What's that? Just bring the overall volume down. That's probably the best thing. Hey, hey, hey. All right. And you had the house in there, man. We'll be all right. Yeah, we're working. I'm more worried about any feedback and everything else. I'll be all right. Hey, hey. Thank you. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Check 1, 2. Hey, 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 hey. Whoa. Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
That was me.
Now it's got to come down.
That was me.
That ain't going to be that loud, right?
Well, good. Yeah, take it down.
Okay, you got to take that out.
Yeah.
Take what out? Harmonica.
Yeah.
Just take it out. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll bring it up.
Take that out. And the snare drum's got to come down. Now it's got to come back up.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for some Paul Nelson? Please join the music room and welcome the Paul Nelson Band.
Nothing wrong, nothing wrong. Someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Nothing wrong, nothing wrong. Someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Nothing wrong, nothing wrong. Mama, you ain't see. You gotta reap what you sow. That won't say it's true. Why you gotta reap what you sow? That won't say it's true. Just like you mistreat somebody wrong, someone's gonna mistreat you. You keep laughing through the day. Someday you're gonna be crying. Why you keep laughing through the mama? Someday you're gonna be crying. Father, Thunder on up down the road. That's Paul Nelson, y'all. Thunder on up down the road. Something's gonna hurt you like it hurt me. Thunder on that road. Mama, you wait and see. You gotta read what you sow. That old saying is true. Why you gotta read that to what you sow? That old saying is true. Just like you mistreat somebody, mama, someone's gonna mistreat you. Go, Paul, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Give it to him one more time, Mr. Paul Nelson. Yes, sir. Woo! All right, we've got Lars Chappell on bass. My good man Joey Perfumi on drums. My name is Rico. Look, y'all don't know nothing about this. It's good to see these cats, man. I had to break the tour. We only got 2 shows in, man. I had a family emergency. And thank you, Lars, for covering stunningly. By the way, it's good to see these cats. Man, oh man. Okay, Paul Nelson, go ahead.
Thanks for coming down. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Last time we played here was a blizzard. There was 1 person, so thanks for coming down. I'd like to thank my attorney, landlord. They're all here. Great, thanks. How was that hot dog? Okay, did you get it yet? Well, anyway, this is my band, and we tour all over the world. This is one of the songs that I'm working on now called Down by the River, featuring Rico O'Mara.
Just wanna wash my soul clean. having a good time?
Okay, how about a little slow blues? Okay, a little something slow and swampy. I used to do this on the road with Johnny Winters. A song called Blackjack by Ray Charles.
Oh, that's right. Take your time, bro. Well, let me tell you, people, about that blackjack game. Said it goes for nothing but trouble. And I've only myself to blame. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. How unlucky can one man be? Yeah. All right, leave my monitors right there. Don't touch them no more. Every quarter that I make now, I said, blackjack, take it all away from me. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. I said, my friends, they don't come around me because I've been so blind. I can't even borrow you. Wow, when I think I may be losing my mind. Hey, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. How unlucky can one man be? Oh, yeah. Every quarter that I make now, I said, blackjack, take it all, take it all away.
vocals and harp.
He said, now, everyone way I'm down, darling. Whoa, I said, you know, I ain't not going out through that door. Hey, yeah, yeah. Why, there's no time, I said, baby. Might be your man, mama, I don't know. Hey, yeah. What's that now? I'm going on to sack the drum, mama. I said, you know, I'm gonna go out real, real slow. I said, you know I'm gonna go out a real, real slow. I said, I'm going out the second floor, baby. I said, you know I'm gonna go out a real, real slow. Hey, yeah. You give me nothing for them to talk about no more. Hey, yeah.
song that you might have seen on YouTube. We were at the Crossroads Festivals, myself and Johnny Winter, and Steve Winwood was on the bus. And he was just ready to reunite with Eric Clapton after 30 years. And he was on our bus hanging out. And he asked us what time it was, and we said it's about 10 to 1. And he said, oh my God, I'm supposed to go reunite with Eric Clapton, and I forgot. So he said, I'd much rather have more fun hanging around with you guys on a bus. So if you ever see that video, this was a song that he did, and just know that he left our bus right before he came on stage. Here we go.
on my way.
Rico O'Mara on vocals, Lars Chappell on bass, Joey Perfumi on drums. Now, normally we take a break right now, but do you want us to just keep on playing? We'll just keep on going. No problem. We're going to do a nice slow ballad right now for you.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna shoot you right down. Oh, we're gonna have some fun. I wanna last all night. I like the way you walk. I want to walk down. I like the way that sweet baby song. Wow, wow, wow. Some fun. I like the way you walk. I want to walk and walk. I like the way you talk. That sweet baby talk. Woo!
Here's another one of our own.
Looking at your mama, you sure are fine. Well, thank you, Lord, for making that sweet girl mine. She's my everything, all that and much, much more. I said, come on, baby, hold me tight. Make love to me, mama, all through the night. Oh, you got it right, baby. You do it for sure. Sugar, mama, I hit it so hard you'll be sore. Wear that skirt, you know, the one that I like. I'm the one that you know you cannot ride a bike on that baby. Now does everybody know who you are? You don't want that now. Come on, baby, kiss me, kiss my lips. Come on, baby, make it quick. Feel all right. You bring the sugar, mama, I'll bring that fire. Come on, sweet baby, I love you lots. I love you more than I love smoking pot. That's not true, but I love you, mama. I love you so, so much. Won't you walk this way, hold me tight, make love to me all through the night. That's 'cause you're my honeysuckle, baby. You make me feel alright. Oh yeah, you bring the sugar, mama, I'll bring the spice. You bring the sugar, mama, I'll bring that spice. Why you bring the sugar, mama, I'll bring that spice. You bring the sugar, mama, I'll bring that spice. bring the sugar, darling, I will bring that spice. Will you bring the sugar? I will bring the spice. Y'all give that man some love right there, Mr. Paul Nelson. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Everywhere that I go now, I think about committing a big old crime. Me and my baby just the other day, we was having so much fun. She said, I need something new, sweet baby. Oh, that's why she had to run. It's alright. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. Said my mind is going through this changing. Feel like I'm losing my mind. You ready? You ready? You ready? Hey, y'all, can we break it down? Can we break it down? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clap for that. Come on, clap for that. I'm going to tell you what now. I don't know how many times you've gone to see bands play, but I know you haven't seen them stop like that on a dime. That doesn't happen every day now. Let's try this one more time. I want to hear y'all clap for them. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. That's right. All right. Hey, hey, now. Hey, 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 yeah. All right, sound man, I need you to give me 250 in these monitors right here, just a little bit. Hey, 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 hey. All right, clap your hands, y'all. Right? Hey, hey, hey. Clap your hands. There we go. Yeah. Clap your hands. Everybody, don't you clap your hands. Yeah, clap your hands. Everybody, want to clap your hands. Oh, just say I said that. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goddamn. Clap for that. That's right. Keep that clapping up, right? Oh, man. I love y'all. Hell yeah. Y'all gonna repeat after me, okay? Okay, you know, like 4 people passed. Y'all gonna have to repeat after me, okay? There we go. All right. Let's take it down, y'all. That's right. That's right. That's right. Here we go. Here we go. It's all right. You know what? You know what? That's okay. I'm not mad at you. Hey, Okay, take 400 down. About 5 dB, 10 dB, 400. There we go. It's all right. It's okay. 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 Wow, it's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. Wow, it's okay. Said my mind is going through these changes. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Everywhere that I go now, I think I'm about to get my big old pride. She got me running. She got me hiding. She got me running, hiding. Everywhere she got me running. She got me hiding. She got me running, hiding. Everywhere. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. Yes, it's all right. I said it's all right. I said it's all right. Now it's all right. Woo! Oh, yeah. Woo! Every time I see it, fucking that shit. Wow! Every time I see her, she got some brand new Well, since you got some brand new clothes, looking on to spend up all my money. She kicked me out of the door. Why I can't stand to see my baby gather all the boys round town. I said, that I cannot stand to see my baby gather up all the boys around town. Why, you know, my baby, she make me look like a clown. How so, pal? She got some brand new clothes. Looking on, every time I see my baby. So she got some brand new clothes. Tell me how to spend my money. And I'm gonna this way out on the door. Wow, I can't stand to see my baby gather all around them boys. Cause they got some brand new clothes. Every time I sit my down, you got some brand new clothes. Said my baby spend up all my money. Let me say get my big ass out the door. Out the door. Somebody do me a favor. Bring my big ass a glass of water, please. Ice cold. Thank you. Oh, Susie Q. Whoa, Susie Q. Whoa, Susie Q. Mama, I love you. My Susie Q. Well, I like the way you walk. I like the way you talk. I like the way you walk. I like the way you talk. Susie Q. Mama, please be true. Baby, won't you please be true?
Freddie King number for you called The Stumble.
Wow!
is the acid, that's the doctor, that's where my woman. I will have you back till you're mine, little woman. With a chop, minister. I love you, darling. Never make me feel like that. Long time ago. Well, I should have reached you now, darling. Long time ago. I said, left you now, baby. On down to Mexico. If I'd find love.
Chapel, let's hear for Lars. Now, Joey Pafumi, get ready for this. This will be amazing. Perfumi on the drums. Let's hear for Joey.
paid today. I'm gonna pack a bag with the tail. I just got paid today. I got to pack a bag with the tail. Down.
so much. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paul Nelson Band. Paul Nelson. Paul Nelson and the Paul Nelson Band, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Nelson.
All right now, we taking you all the way back. Come on with it. Gonna wear down that mountain. I believe I'm gonna dust my roof. Turn them down. Waking up early in the morning. I believe I'm gonna dust my roof. Hang out in my room. I'm gonna ride me down. Gonna call every downtown I know. I'm gonna ride me a letter. Call every town I know. 'Cause she's been no good, don't it? Ow! Somebody said she was a hoe. I believe my time ain't long. I believe my time ain't long. I'm gonna give me a brand new lady. I'm gonna show her my back ain't strong. I believe my time ain't long.
Let's hear it for Paul Nelson. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Nelson and the Paul Nelson Band. Don't forget, tomorrow night at the Music Room, we've got a comedy show. And then tomorrow night, we've got N-Train. Visit the merchandise table at the back of the room for some Paul Nelson merchandise. And stick around and watch some videos. We're open till 1 o'clock.